What if I told you that you have already decided to watch this video before you consciously chose to click it? Right now, it feels like you are in control, choosing what to watch, what to think, what to do next. But neuroscience suggests something unsettling. Your brain may be making decisions seconds before you're aware of them. So the question is, do we actually have free will, or is it just an illusion? For centuries, philosophers believed free will was what made us human. We assume that when we choose coffee over tea, or say yes instead of no, we are the author of that decision. But modern brain science is challenging that assumption. Today, we're going to explore what neuroscience says about decision-making, the famous experiments that shook belief in free will, and whether free will is truly an illusion or just misunderstood. In the 1980s, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet conducted a groundbreaking experiment. Participants were asked to move their finger whenever they felt like it. Note the exact moment they became consciously aware of their decision. Meanwhile, electrodes measured brain activity. Here's what happened. The brain showed a burst of activity, called the readiness potential, up to 500 milliseconds before participants consciously decided to move. In other words, the brain decided first. Conscious awareness came later. This raised a disturbing possibility. Are our conscious thoughts just catching up with decisions already made unconsciously? Your brain is not waiting for you to decide. It is constantly predicting outcomes, weighing options, running simulations. Most of this happens below conscious awareness. Think about driving a car. You brake, turn, or swerve without consciously analyzing every step. Your brain acts first and explains later. Some scientists argue that consciousness is more of a narrator than a decision maker. It tells a story about choices that were already set in motion. Not so fast. Critics of the no free will idea point out something important. Libet's experiment involved simple, meaningless actions like moving a finger. But real-life decisions are different. Choosing a career, ending a relationship, standing up for your values. These involve reflection, long-term planning. Moral reasoning. Some researchers believe free will exists, but not in the way we imagine. Instead of free will being about instant control, it may be about delayed control. You may not control the first impulse, but you can pause, evaluate, and override it. For example, you feel angry. Your brain urges you to react, but you stop. You choose your response. That pause, that ability to reflect, may be where real free will lives. Philosophers call this compatibilism, the idea that free will and brain determinism can coexist. This question isn't just philosophical, it affects everything. If free will doesn't exist, are people morally responsible for their actions? Should punishment focus on blame or rehabilitation? If free will does exist, how much control do we really have? And how can we strengthen it? Understanding how decisions work can actually increase self-control, not reduce it. So, are your choices already decided? The answer may be uncomfortable. Your brain starts the process, but you still shape the outcome. Free will may not be absolute freedom, but it might be the ability to question, reflect, and change direction. And perhaps the most powerful choice you can make is becoming aware of how your mind works, because once you understand the illusion, you may gain more control than ever before.